about today if we talk about our thoughts? I'm sure you heard this statement, as you think, so you are. As you think, or you are. Is it true or false? Is it true or is it false? Well, actually, it's both. It is true and it is false. A thought is a unit of energy. Everybody knows that, right? We don't see them, we don't smell them, we cannot touch them. So they're energy. Science reminds us that we have about 61,000 thoughts per day. I mean, this is a lot of thoughts. 5% of these, our thinking, our thoughts, are thought at a consciousness level, meaning that I'm here, I know you're there, I see my computer, you see your stuff, you see your car, right? You see the action that you are going through, right? Starts making sense. That's only 5%. The 95% comes from our unconscious, our subconscious, which means, right, we do not have to learn how to drive a stick shift each time we take our car, right? It's automatic. We don't have to learn how to tie our shoes, right? We don't have to learn how to get to the office if you've been working there for 15 years. There are so many programs in our subconscious, a lot of good ones. By all means, do not hate or dislike or be afraid of your subconscious. It is very important. However, if there's a rotten, toxic conditioning that has taken place over there, well, this is what we are called to undo, to change, to transform as we get older, but much more as we understand its dynamic. So, are 60,000 thoughts manifesting every day? Absolutely not. It is not. No way. The problem I have with "as you think, so you are" is, and I've heard that for years on end. I studied that. I was, I'm just like you, and I was just wondering what my thoughts. I started to be afraid of my thoughts, and I didn't quite understand what that meant. Right? I mean, there's a side of me that was thinking, hey, this is just esoteric, right? This is some kind of a woo-woo thing, right? The New Age. However, it's much more serious than that, because what manifests are the predominant thoughts that are sustained and fueled by our emotion. And this is the part that is the most important one, is this: to be sustained and to be fueled by emotions, charged, right? Think about your battery, the battery in your car, or a battery in a car, and the battery is running out of energy. So you have to charge the battery. You go and charge a battery, and this battery actually are your thoughts. And you start charging that with negativity, with not only negativity, but anger, resentment, retaliation, frustration, feeling not enough, feeling that we're not considered enough, we don't feel that we are respected. And now, this is thoughts that we sustained. Well, not all the time, but those. I'm talking about those. Of course, they are really good thoughts, and positive, and excitement, and joy, and feeling of accomplishment, of achievement, and feeling that life is good. This too, if you sustain that, and if you fuel that with the joy, with the smile, with an inner expression of becoming. You know what I'm saying? When you're in your groove. So this is absolutely awesome, and you will manifest pretty much everything. Actually, we manifest all the time. So we are born creators, and we create all the time. So I think at this point in our life, or in our consciousness, or basically how evolution has come to this day, it's about time that we take that very seriously, especially if you want a quality of life, especially if you want a great relationship. I'm talking a couple, right? Because when we're in couple, right, if people stay underneath our roof, meaning that if you live together, well, you will be challenged, and it's very important at that point that you understand the consequences of not understanding that. Now, it's hard to practice, and I very much understand. The subconscious is so powerful. The subconscious is 150 times more powerful than the consciousness. And that's a fact. You can Google it if you want. It's just the way it is. So, if you live together in a relationship, it is very important that you understand what I'm teaching tonight, because this understanding will make a difference in your relationship. You know, transformation starts with knowledge, with information. There cannot be any transformation if you are not aware of the information. So at least if you have the information and you understand that very well, why is it like that? What's going on with our thinking? How does it work? You know, it changes a relationship where you become more conscious, aware. You have a very different perspective, and then it becomes a way of life. This is not something that we accomplish. We don't accomplish all that just the perfect set of thoughts where, you know, we sustain positive thoughts all the time, and we fuel them with joy, and just, you know, just like a plant, right? Here's a nice heart. Okay, never mind the plant. Here's a nice heart. Okay. Now, we would like to be that every day, but we can't. However, if you have the information that I am sharing with you now, and if you really focus on that, if you understand it, I'm not asking you to implement that and be perfect, and without implementing this, which, you know what, you have to start by understanding it before implementing it. Understanding the information, and then you move to implementation. And it becomes a way of life. Your heart will grow bigger and with more compassion. So, this is my shortly teaching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And one more time, please take a minute to read that. Just listen to my video, and I promise you that this is information for the soul, for your peace. So, I love you all. I'm happy to be back, and you will see more of me. Ciao. I want to close this thing. I wish, you know what? I wish I had a button, and I could just, you know, hit the button, and then bang, you know, I could disappear. But it's not gonna happen tonight. Doing a little blooper here. Ciao, guys. Love you dearly.